Alright, today we're going to look at a couple more CO2 monitors that I got from my buddies at CO2meter.com. So first off, we'll look at this one. It seems to be their own branded CO2 meter from CO2meter.com, and comes in this little package. There's the cable, USB cable, micro USB, and then the device, which is kind of in here. Anyway, here's the device. Seems, I've obviously not looked at this yet. Seems like it's got some little mounting brackets on the back, and I guess you plug it in here, power it up, so we'll do that and see how it goes. I'm also going to read these instructions. Alright, so just plugging it in, it just turned red immediately, which seemed scary, but now it's green. And it might just be, I guess I assumed that this was a charging cable. Still haven't read the instructions, but maybe it's just a power cable. So it's got a little history on here. Looks like you can set a time. It's got temperature, relative humidity, and CO2 with some cool little like smiley or sad faces over here on the history side, so that's always good. Let's look at the instructions. So this is the IAQ Mini CO2 monitor, model number RAD-0302, and 3-color backlights, so it'll do green, yellow, red, which gradually changes color with CO2 concentration. It'll do history with 3 emotions, indicating status of CO2 records over the past 24 hours. And 7-color backlight, 4 options. So that's kind of cool. White, turquoise, blue, purple, red, yellow, and green. Let's see if I can like get it strobing. That might be kind of neat. Oh, and the 3 emotions associated with the CO2 levels. We've got happy face is 800 and under. The medium face is 800 to 1400 parts per million, and above 1400 parts per million is the sad face, like wah wah. So yeah, also does temperature, relative humidity, and time. So that's kind of a cool little deal. And if you push mode button here, you can cycle through the display modes for this device. I think I could get that by now. So it can be auto, which does the varying backlight colors of yellow, green, red. You can do alarm mode, so it'll alarm if it gets above a threshold. The default out of the box is 1400. You can change that. So the alarm level is exceeded. It'll only turn red if it's in alarm. You could do on, where the backlight is constantly on, and you could do off, where there's no illumination on the LEDs. So there's auto mode. So you can also, even in auto mode, set this device to turn off the display between, it's like 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. To save energy. So that's kind of cool. It's not ultimately a data logger, I wouldn't say. It'll store up to 24 hours of data on here, I think, and show you this historical graph and the ranges of, you know, whatever you set your thresholds at. But it's really like a 24-hour point in time, which, you know, for ongoing monitoring, if you're going to look at it every day, then like that's great, and that's probably all you need. Would be nice if it was battery powered, right? But that's fine. So there's no internet connection or Bluetoothing or anything like that, and also it doesn't seem like there's a way to extract the data. I don't think it has that capability either, but ultimately I think it's a cool little device. So that's a nice little deal from CO2 meter. That's the RAD-0302. Okay, next up is the 0301, RAD-0301 mini CO2. Not a picture on this box, so that'll be fun to see what it looks like. Stuff. Ta-da! Here it is. So instructions again. USB, micro USB cable again. At least they're white, not black. And then here's the device. So this is the mini. I guess for size comparison, here's how they kind of stack against each other. I assume that this is going to just power up the same way with that micro USB. The mode and the enter buttons are on the back here, as well as it looks like air intake. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it beeped. So that was fun. It's showing 5, 4. I think it's doing a calibration. It's countdown. It's counting down. Here we go. So it beeped. It's got a CO2 level. Oh, the LEDs are here. So I guess those are the LEDs. The screen looks like it doesn't light up, but it is beeping because it thinks the CO2 is high. So that's fun. Maybe it's calibrating. It's definitely still beeping, which I don't like. Good news, the beeping has stopped. It was just the alarm was set low. I think 800 was the alarm on this one. So I just bumped it up to 12, 14, I don't know, one of those two. You can set 2 alarm levels, I set on this one. So you can see now it's green, the LED is green. It's cycling, though the CO2 is saying it's 1225, probably just because the intake is on the back and I'm like holding it here and talking and breathing into it. But we'll see how it does next to this one, because this one's showing that 1200 and this one's showing 741, which seems to be more accurate compared to the other ones on my desk. So I'll continue to monitor this one. Oh, there it goes. It's higher again and beeping. We'll see how it goes. Looking at the features and differential on CO2 level, I think the 0302 is definitely a better value and worth the extra $20 compared to the 0301.